What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy. I'm back. If you're new here, my name is Drew, and I cover MLS, USMT, and just world soccer in general. So if you're a fan of those things, and you're a fan of anything I'm going to say in this video, subscribe, leave a comment, and leave a like as well. It helps the channel out, helps me out, and if I'm helped out, then I help you guys out. Just think about that. Alright, so here we go at the the bracket for the playoffs this year. Let's start off the Western Conference because it's right here on the left-hand side. Round 1, LAFC is going to play the winner of LA Galaxy or Nashville. That is already a mouth-watering tie. Nashville, top goal scorer Hani Mukhtar playing for that team. Walker Zimmerman, probably one of the best defenders in MLS, who's definitely going to try to make a name for himself this competition to definitely get on the roster for the World Cup. We'll see what he does. But I think Nashville, despite being graced with the top goal scorer in the whole league, who also is their Nashville's team top assister as well, Hani Mukhtar, I don't think he's gonna have enough on his own to do everything to beat a really tough and experienced LA Galaxy. LA Galaxy knows how to win in the playoffs. They know they've been here for years, way before Nashville was even freaking born, bro. The team, I mean, obviously the city existed. LA Galaxy, Javier Hernandez, Efrain Alvarez, Ricky Puig, amazing. Ricky Puig, 9 games so far already, 5 assists, 2 goals. He's on fire. They don't have playoffs there in Spain, but I think he could come in here, and he's going to be a little culture shock, but he's going to be a big game player for LA Galaxy, and it's going to help them defeat Nashville and move on to the conference semis against LAFC. Let's go down more to FC Dallas and Minnesota. Minnesota, good season, good team, solid all around, I would say. But FC Dallas is going to beat them. Jesus Ferreira, 18 goals this year in MLS. Paxton Pomykal, Paul Arriola, Sebastian Lletget is there too. But look, FC Dallas to me is a stronger and better team to carry on past Minnesota. Okay. Last team in the Western Conference, or last bracket, Austin FC and Real Salt Lake. Again, just like Minnesota, Real Salt Lake, really good team. They just made the playoffs. They're here. They're ready to rumble. Unfortunately, they're going to come up against Austin FC, second in the Western Conference. DeRusi, almost the top goal scorer, just lost behind Hani Mukhtar. Really good player. GT, or I believe I said this guy's name. Their striker, really good as well. This team is going to make Matthew McConaughey proud by going on to the next round, baby. Let's go on now to the Eastern Conference. Before we get to the conference semis, let's get all these round ones out of the way. The Union, my team, your boys' team, is going to play the winner of New York Red Bulls and FC Cincinnati. Now this, again, another good and mouth-watering, exciting team, exciting playoff match. New York Red Bulls are one of the rivals of Philadelphia Union are going to play, or Cincinnati will play and represent Ohio, because we all know Columbus did not make it, baby. That they're gone. Surprising to see Cincinnati up here, but I think they're here for good reason. They are a very, very impressive and tough team, and different team than they were in previous MLS seasons. Cincinnati has one of the most exciting players to come from this season, who kind of was like a breakout name, Brandon Vazquez, being the top goal scorer, scoring 17 goals. They've got Brenner as well, who just scored a hat-trick in his last match. Luciano Acosta, leading assist maker for Cincinnati. I think he's been leading assist for the whole thing. Am I right? He is. Look at that. 19, bro. Shit. New York Red Bulls are going to have to compete with that front attacking line, and that's scary. Okay? New York Red Bulls does have the ex-Cincinnati player, Frankie Amaya, playing, so that's going to be a little mix up there, a little drama going on. Nice little storyline on the side. New York Red Bulls have got Lewis Morgan, who's doing good this season, 14 goals. But as much as I want to go for New York Red Bulls, I mean, eventually I don't want to go for them because they're my rivals. I gotta go with Cincinnati because I want Cincinnati to win. I want to see this Cincinnati team move on and prove people wrong, all their doubters, and represent Ohio for them and for Columbus Crew. You know, like I want to see it happen, and I want to see Brandon Vazquez more in the playoffs. Like I want to see him make a case for himself, as some people are saying he should be brought up to the World Cup this year, which to me, I think it's a little too soon. He just broke onto the scene. There's other players who Berhalter's been working with for years now and months to get them accustomed to his team and his movement, however he sets up his fucking players for the World Cup. Brandon Vazquez, I think, is just a little too early on the scene maybe next World Cup round if he continues this form. And if he does, dude, he won't be in MLS much longer. I promise you that. But Cincinnati definitely gets my vote. New York City FC against Miami. To me, I think that's a little easy one. Miami, a pretty good team, solid. But Cincinnati is really good. Despite their top goal scorer not even playing for their team right now, he's on loan in the second division of Spain. I still gotta go with NYCFC. Sean Johnson, our solid goalkeeper at the back, second only to the Union's goalkeeper Andre Blake for most clean sheets this past year. Montreal against Orlando. Tactical managers are gonna hate this, but I gotta go for Montreal because they are a good, well-rounded team. Okay, I hate to say it, but I doubted them. I did not think they were going to make the playoffs. But I'm also a really big fan of Georgi Mihailovic, and I want to see him make a bigger case for himself. Like, dude, Berhalter, look at this kid. Mihailovic is such an underrated prospect. Not to us USMNT fans, because we all know he's a good player, but to Berhalter and the federation, like, dude, this kid is really, he's young, yeah, he's in the early 20s, he's young, he's doing good, he's scoring goals, assisting, like, he is a fireball of a player, you know. I think he really came to Montreal and really made a bigger case for himself. I want to see him do well in the playoffs to maybe get more of an attention from Berhalter, like, you know what, maybe I was wrong about Mihailovic, I should call him off and give him another chance. Like, it's great. You know, they got Romel Quioto, Kai Kamara. I'm sorry, Orlando, but I gotta go with Montreal, baby. I have to. So here we go. Here are the conference semifinals. Let's go back now to the West. LAFC, LA Galaxy. This is going to be one of the most marketed, if this happens, one of the most marketed, anticipated, and hyped up game in the MLS playoffs this year, or probably all year, okay? The playoffs, two LA teams, when they come together, it's always a big clash. But recent times, I'm going to go with LAFC to really give it to LA Galaxy. I'm sorry, Ricky Puig, I'm a big fan of you, but LAFC, baby, they're just too good. Let's go down now to the Texas Darby right here, and the Texas rivalry. Everything's bigger in Texas, and this game is going to be really big. FC Dallas against Austin FC. As much as I want to root for Austin as the underdog, as like the newcomer to MLS playoffs, I got to go with FC Dallas. Austin FC didn't have the biggest finish or best finish to this past season. You know, losing the last couple games or drawing the last couple games, not winning since early September. Maybe it's going to affect their form, their momentum going into these playoffs. They're going to play a team that's relatively easier than Dallas, with Real Salt Lake. All respect to them. But Austin City will get past Real Salt Lake, and I think they will indeed lose to FC Dallas. The FC Dallas, on their way to the playoff, beat LAFC and Philadelphia Union. Both of the top teams in each of their respective conferences. FC Dallas beat them. They did get bodied by Nashville, but they're not playing Nashville. They're playing Austin FC, and they're going to win. So that's that. Let's go over to the East now. Let's go to Philadelphia, my boys, against Cincinnati. Now, again, as much as I want to root for Cincinnati, I love Brandon Vasquez, the way he's carrying his momentum with a bunch of USMNT fans, and just the weight on his shoulders right now, like how to perform well. I got to go with Union. I have to. They're shot stopper Andre Blake, Gazdag, almost, second runner up to Hani Mokhtar for, the Golden Boot for MLS this year. Tons of great players. Glesnes. Everything is great. This team all around shows to be really, really well-rounded, and they barely missed the Supporters Shield title. I got to go with Union. I'm sorry, Cincinnati, but this is where your trail ends, baby. Down now to NYCFC against Montreal. This is a very, very tough game to call. I think go either way. It's 50-50. Both teams respectively doing well and have good players, but I have to give the edge to Montreal. The fact that NYCFC's top goal scorer is still not playing for their team. Is not playing for their team, and he's still the top goal scorer. To me, I'm like, dude, Sean Johnson can't carry his whole team by stopping every single shot. You guys got to score more. These players got to score more and overtake Castellanos as your top leading goal scorer. He's not even fucking playing anymore. It's crazy. I got to go with Montreal. And here is the final of each respective conference. LAFC against FC Dallas and Union against Montreal. This is going to be amazing. Now, starting off with the Western Conference Final, this is an exciting match. I feel like all these games so far have been pretty much exciting, There are some little games, but for the most part, if the right teams win, this could be a really entertaining playoff bracket, and I'm excited for it. LAFC versus Elvis Dallas, to get to the point, to me, LAFC. FC Dallas is a great, tremendous team. Jesus Ferreira is an amazing player. He's going to do wonders for Dallas in the playoffs, hopefully. But I think LAFC are going to just edge them out a bit. Maybe not as easy as some people might think, but I think LAFC is going to just edge out FC Dallas and make it just barely to the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a last-minute winner that gets LAFC to the finals. But I definitely see them advancing. What team will LAFC go on to face in the MLS Cup final? Will it be Philadelphia Union or CF Montreal? We're going to see right now. To me, in the most non-biased way possible, despite the talent that Montreal has and has in their team and at their disposal to bring into the playoffs, I have to go with Philadelphia Union. Biggest shot stopper, one of the biggest goal scorers, Gazdag. Great defense with Glesnes there. Alejandro Bedoya is doing great. I want to see Paxton Anderson light it up. Leon Flack. A lot of great talent there. Young talent as well. Jim Curran, a great manager. It's going to be almost a mouth-watering, and it will be a mouth-watering MLS Cup final, which is going to be Union against LAFC. Who feel Union like, oh man, like this is going to be a fucking amazing match. And who will win between these two teams? It's, to me, it could be 50-50. You know, LAFC against Philadelphia Union. This is going to be a really, really tough game to call. I'm sure most people probably think it'll be 50-50. Even Union fans and LAFC fans know if this is the final that we're going to see in the making, it's going to be a tough one to call. Okay? But as much as I want to be least biased as possible, I have to give the slight edge to the Union. This team was on a different level this season than LAFC. The Eastern Conference winners versus the Western Conference winners, in my eyes, the Union should have been the Supporters' Shield winners. If things were, if the MLS rules and tiebreaker rules were on the same level as other league rules, then Philadelphia Union would be the rightfully owners of the Supporters' Shield. Let's take a look at the brackets real quick, the standings. The Union, obviously 67 points on same one as LAFC, 19 wins, 5 losses only, and a goal difference of 46, scoring 72 goals, the most of every team in this league. They know how to score. The biggest scoring team. LAFC, same points, 21 games win. They won more games, but they also lost more games, scoring less goals, a worse goal difference, conceding more goals, conceding least goals with the Union. I don't see how this team is not going to just slightly edge out LAFC. I think they're hungry for this more than any other team. I mean, maybe I'm fucking being biased, bro, but I really feel that in my core. The Union are going to take it all. And if they don't, then this whole video was a fucking embarrassment. But those are my predictions, guys, for the 2022 MLS Cup playoffs. I'm very excited to watch this. If you want, leave some comments down below to let me know if you want to do some kind of watch-alongs for certain games. I will definitely do that. If you want me to preview every single game, let me know. I probably do that on TikTok or some short here on YouTube. Let me know down below. Subscribe while you're down there. As always, thanks for kicking it with me. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.